Is Vanderbilt University worth $100,000 per year? That is the topic of today's video. My name is Craig Meister. I'm a college admissions coach. You can learn more about me and how you can work with me one-on-one throughout the entire college admissions process on my website, which is collegemeister.com. I came across recently an article in Inside Higher Ed, and I will read a snippet of it to you, and I will link to it below this video. Here is the pull quote, as they say in show business. Quote, Vanderbilt's website puts undergraduate tuition and fees at $89,590. However, a recent cost of attendance estimate provided to a first-year engineering student and published in Julian Trevis's CTAS Higher Ed Business Newsletter cites a sum of $98,426 for the 2024-2025 academic year once certain fees are added, including a $1,700, quote, engineering laptop allowance, end quote, end quote. So Trevis expects, according to Inside Higher Ed, quote, Vanderbilt to cross the $100,000 mark next year, possibly becoming the first institution to do so. He believes other highly selective private institutions with a sticker price at or near $90,000, including Chicago, USC, WashU, Tufts, and a handful of others, will not be far behind. So, again, a very interesting read. I encourage you to read this article in Inside Higher Ed, written by Josh Moody, and it's linked below this video. But the reason I am not going to keep reading from it is because I'm not just going to read the whole article as my video. I'm going to give you my thoughts now, which are as follows. No American higher education institution at the undergraduate level is worth $100,000 per year. There, I said it. I like a lot of these colleges a great deal. I think they have a lot of value added for students and families alike, and for society as well in many cases. However, $100,000 a year for Vanderbilt? No. I'm assuming if you got into Vanderbilt, you should have also probably got into a handful of other schools, in this case with strong engineering programs, that could have cost you half the price. And I do not believe that Vanderbilt presents value added to the degree for engineering, or any other degree for that matter, where it's worth spending $400,000 for a 4-year undergraduate degree. All right, it's not worth it. For the 4 years that you're going to be shelling out $400,000 total, you could ask mommy or daddy for $400,000 to do something else with, and it's very possible that you could make much better use of $400,000 for other purposes than spending 4 years at Vanderbilt studying anything, engineering included. So this is ridiculous. And the good news is, and as is cited in this article, most colleges discount their retail price of tuition for many, if not most, students accepted. Now, I will say, I really pity the sucker who writes a check currently in the high 80s or low 90s or even high 90s for any college in the United States. Again, I'm not picking on Vanderbilt alone here. No college education, in my opinion, is worth it. And especially if you have any financial stressors in your life or your family's life, never consider spending $100,000 per year on a degree that is offered at many other colleges across the United States for a fraction of that cost. Again, this is not to pick on Vanderbilt alone. Vanderbilt just seems to be the institution that will be crossing the Rubicon first into the 6-figure territory for a 1-year portion of their 4-year undergraduate degree. So that's why we're talking about Vanderbilt today. But really, in no case, it's an NYU, a Penn, a Harvard, a Stanford. If you have any doubts about swimming in money for the rest of your life, never even consider it. Now, if you are swimming in money, if you're loaded, if you're a millionaire or billionaire, I still really don't encourage you to waste your money like that. Now, there are situations in which maybe you've been accepted to Vanderbilt solely because you or your parent is a millionaire or billionaire, and you have no ability to really hang with the majority of the students there academically, but that's how you got in. And I guess in that one scenario, if your family is so status conscious about where you went to undergraduate school, and you obviously could not earn your way actually into any other institution based off of your academic, intellectual, extracurricular, standardized test merit, what have you, then if the check has been written for $100,000 and they feel like because you're a development case, there could be future checks written, and that's why you basically got in, then I guess in that one scenario, I guess if it's worth your money, as they say, a house is only worth as much as someone will pay for it. A college education is only worth as much as someone will pay for it. But again, in most cases, American students particularly are not paying the retail price of tuition if they have any money troubles, because they're going to apply for need-based financial aid and get some sort of discount, either in the form of loan, work study, or grant. And schools like Vanderbilt also discount via scholarship quite a bit as well. So very few may be paying that overall retail price of admission or price of attendance. But really, even if you have the money, even if you are a big industrialist in Germany, or a Chinese tycoon, or an American magnate, it doesn't matter to me where you're from or how many billions or more you have. I think that's a huge waste. And I'm a college admissions coach. I value education. But there is not enough to differentiate the value of a Vanderbilt education in engineering from the value of a CU Boulder application, a Boulder admissions, going to Boulder, University of Colorado Boulder. Come on. I'm not insulting Boulder. I'm not insulting Vanderbilt. I'm simply saying that the price of going to Boulder for engineering, or Colorado School of Mines, which frankly is arguably better in engineering than all the others I just mentioned, but in any case, is a fraction of what it sounds like retail it is now at Vanderbilt. So that's crazy. That's simply crazy. Don't let status games ruin your day or dictate your desire to go to a particular school. You got to back it up a little bit here. We're going into the 6 figures, and I don't care if you have 15 figures in your bank account. I want you to be savvy and smart and stress-free. And I just think $100,000 is not worth it. Now, yes, inflation is insane in the United States and elsewhere, and the value of the dollar is plummeting. And the subsidization of education is the whole reason this is happening, of course. If the United States government was not subsidizing loans, the cost of tuition would be a fraction everywhere that it is today. The retail would be a fraction of what it is. But here we are. Anytime the government gets involved and starts subsidizing something, you're going to get more of it, and it's going to cost more. All right. So, but even if you have it, it doesn't mean it's worth it. And even if you want it, doesn't mean you should have it. All right. So think long and hard. Vanderbilt, again, is a great school for the right student and the right goals. But let's talk price. Let's talk ROI. I did another video recently about return on investment. And I don't believe that the return on investment anywhere, frankly, is worth $400,000 after 4 years. When if you can write that check to your child, write that check to your child. Or if you are a parent or a child who has a parent who can write that check to you, get that check from your mommy or daddy or grandparent and do something else with it than spend it at Vanderbilt. Maybe spend half of it at your local college or university that offers the same degree that maybe you were pining for at Vanderbilt, and then pocket the other amount of money to start a business or have a security fund, a rainy day fund, as they say. Do something better with that money. You can have a very similar college experience to Vanderbilt elsewhere. Nothing at Vanderbilt, nothing at NYU, nothing at BU, Penn, Chicago, Miami, what have you, would be worth, in my mind, $100,000 per year. All right. So there you go. My name is Craig Meister. I'm a college admissions coach. If you want to learn more about me and how you can work with me one-on-one throughout the entire college admissions process, go to my website, collegemeister.com. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up or also subscribe to my channel or both. Share it with your family and friends. Until next time, stay safe, stay well, stay stress-free throughout the entire college admissions process.